Yo, yo, yo. Okay. What's up, guys? This is Acid, and today what I thought we'd do is I thought we'd recreate a filthy drum and bass track, complete with rollers, just to get you raving in that mood to rave. Okay, so this drum and bass track is called Rave Alarm by, I think it's King of the Rollers, and it's just, the first time I heard this, I was skanking like crazy. It's just such a beat. It's just such a naughty little tune. I thought, I have to recreate this. I have to do a little cover. So what we're going to do is I'm going to live stream this entire thing, and you're going to see me recreate the track from start to finish, okay? Obviously, it's going to sound different from the original. It's my own take on it. And another thing, we're not going to use any instrumentation apart from my voice and the effects that are built into this loop station, okay? So it's all going to be coming from my voice. So there's no keyboards, no little synths or anything like that. No. It's all just me, okay? So let's get straight into it. So I looked up the BPM for this track. It is 88 BPM, which obviously may shock some of you because drum and bass is, it's predominantly 160 to 180 BPM. However, some tracks, the BPM is half of that. So this track actually is 176 BPM, so half that is 88. So I've just put on a metronome for 88 BPM, which is obviously nice and slow, so it's easy to keep time. So obviously we're going to be going double this tempo, but if you hear with the metronome, double the tempo, so 178, which is what it should be technically. It's way too fast. I can't keep up with that. It's just too fast, isn't it? So let's put it back to 88 BPM. And the track basically starts with these really eerie atmospheric chords, okay? And it's just the same chords that goes. And it's really kind of like ominous and like, okay, what's going to happen? And then about 30 seconds in, you get these rollers coming in the filter, like wow, 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 wow. And they're slowly coming in. You hear them in the background, like, oh, okay, it's building up, Here we go. But first, we start with these really kind of spacey, atmospheric chords. So that's what I thought we would start with. Okay, so. Oh, by the way, I've got some dynamics and an EQ on my voice here, just to make myself clearer, because without it, it sounds like this. So obviously, not as clear. So I put on a dynamic on the loop station. This is the loop station RC505. It's a vocal compression. So I've got that on, and I've also got an EQ. So what I've done is I've put the lows to -5 decibels, the low mids to 4 decibels, high mids to 6 decibels, and the highs to 2, and the level is just on 0 because obviously we don't need it to be loud. Because if it's we don't want it to be loud, otherwise it would just sound pretty terrible. Oh my, too much, too loud. And we're also gonna have some reverb, Really, it really makes the atmosphere come out. It sounds like I'm in a big dark cave or some sort of great hall or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's just play around and come up with these ominous chords. I might add a few harmonies to it that aren't actually in the Let's turn that off for a second. I might add some harmonies to it, which aren't actually in the original song. You know me. I love my harmonies. I just love it. So we're just gonna layer some things and see what it sounds like. Okay. So this is for the introduction. Let's go. Let's put a phaser effect on there. Filter effects on this as well. That's not a filter effect. This is a filter. And you know what? Let's just play around with the filter. Yeah, let's just give it a little play. Maybe change the rate of it. The depth. The depth on 70 maybe. Let's turn the resonance up. Let's just play around with the rate again. Ooh. Okay. What's happening here? Let's get it on double quaver, I think it's called. Double quaver, is that right? Semi-quaver. There we go, that's my music theory coming through. I kind of want it to be like sounding a bit like a wobble. So obviously this is sounding different. If you actually go and listen to the original, it's going to sound different. And there is a main reason for that, guys. There's a main reason. The reason being, I'm filming this on my phone, so I can't use my phone to play the song. And my laptop is recording the audio, and I can't listen to the audio of the song whilst yeah, I can't listen to the audio of the song whilst I'm recording audio. It won't let me. So that's a bit of a problem. A problem that obviously I need to solve at some point. But, you know, for now, we're just going to run with it. So that's why, obviously, I'm not going to be listening through the song in this stream. So I'm literally going completely off my memory of how the song goes. So we'll see how it goes. And if it sounds different, you know, we can call it a remix, a bootleg, or just a brand new song. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that the inspiration is this dirty drum and bass track called Rave Alarm. And so obviously also these harmonies here, they're not in the original, but I love a bit of harmony. I was going to add a third harmony, but then it sounded too nice. It sounded way too nice. Too happy. This is supposed to be a bit of a rager, bit of a raging track. Let's put a reverb with that as well. Oh, here we go. Okay, lovely. Just check the levels for this. Let's turn the levels up a bit to 100. Okay. Sounding pretty ominous already. Okay, so what do we want to do now? We want to add a bit more atmosphere. So I'm literally just going to do some wind sounds. That's air wind, not wind as in. We probably don't want that. I mean, might be okay. It might sound okay, but it's probably not what we really want. We want some gusts of wind, some sort of maybe a bit of rain sounds, some space sounds. I don't know. Let's just play around and see what we can come up with. I might actually reverb. I might add a panning delay to this as well because that really makes it sound like it's coming from your left to your right ear. To be honest, I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear that because I'm pretty sure that this is recording in mono onto my laptop. So it might mean that, yeah, you won't be able to hear the full stereo effect of that. You'll still obviously hear the difference, but you won't be able to get the full stereo effect. The full stereo effect. That's another thing that I'm working on. Anyway, let's do this. Okay, there we go. So again, here we go. Very atmospheric. We've pretty much almost got the intro already because the intro is very, very short and it doesn't take long for those rollers to kick in and that gnarly, raging sound to really just kick in. So yeah, basically then the filters come in with the rollers. There's a very small build up and then it's straight into the drop. That's straight into that. So you know what? I thought we'd do is we get straight on working on the drums. Okay, so I have some. This is what I do. I write down all of the settings for my EQ and my dynamics and my effects and stuff onto little note cards, and then I just have them on my desk. So I'm actually going to use them because they're really useful. And I got these tips from different beatboxers, different loop station artists, people like that. A really good one, if you guys are into all of this, obviously you probably know of MB14 if you are a loop station beatbox fan. If not, then check him out. This really cool French guy called MB14. He was one of the first people that really got me into looping in the first place, along with a few others. Anyway, this guy did a whole tutorial series on the Swiss Beatbox channel, which you can check out. It'll be on their playlists. That it was so helpful, and that was basically where I took all my notes for like my effects and things from. Since then, I've obviously used stuff. I've kind of worked stuff out by myself, and also there were loads of other guys as well that really just help you in terms of getting the most out of your loop station. Anyway, so I've just got a few note cards here, little note cards for my loop station. I'm finding this quite hard to kind of turn these over whilst I've got my microphone in my hand. Bear with me, guys. I know this just looks a bit strange, doesn't it? Hold on, let me put my mic down for a second. Give me a sec. Okay, right. I've got the two things we need. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a kick drum. Okay, so what I always like to do when I'm creating my drum patterns and creating my the beatbox sections, I always like to record the kick separately from the rest of my drums because I really want the kick to come out in my music. And if it's on the same kind of dynamics and the same equalizer as the rest of the beatbox, sometimes the kick just doesn't. You don't feel that kick enough, you know. It just kind of goes in with the rest of the track, and I really want you to hear the and be able to hear the low end to that kick and everything as well. So I always like to record my kicks separately. So when it's drum and bass, it's a little bit difficult because you have to know the timing quite well. So obviously drum and bass timings normally go. So then we obviously take out the snares and you're left with. So obviously we're going to use the metronome to really get that at exactly the right tempo. Because the thing with drum and bass is it needs to be exact. It needs to be 100% exact with the tempos. I've made so many drum and bass tracks in the past where that the tempo's just been just a tiny bit off, just a tiny bit, you know, and it really messes up the entire song. It doesn't even sound like drum and bass because it's all about the timing, so it has to be exact. So it might take a little while just to get this timing completely on point, but I want it to be beautiful, okay? Because the drums in this are very, very simple. They are really very, very, very simple. They make you want to rave because they're so simple. They're heavy, yeah, but they also make you want to just skank and rave because there's not too much going on, so it's not too much for your brain to kind of take in, I guess. You can just really get lost in that kind of roaring bass and those amazing drums. So without further ado, let's just work on the kick drum to start with. Okay. So for the kick drum, we have a low end of +6. So we're really bringing out the low end now. Let me keep the dynamics on as well. See how much different that is. Really does make a difference with the dynamics. Okay, low mids we're going to put to -4. High mids we've got on 0. And the highs need to come up to 6. And then the level is going up to a mighty 10 decibels. So you better be ready. Whoa. Oh my god, that's so loud. Okay, let's turn it down on the microphone just for a second. We also want a filter. That's a filter. So we're going to put a filter. This is with a rate of 0, a depth of 0, resonance 43, and the cutoff is going to be 11. Okay, so my voice will change drastically whilst I'm doing this. Well, you know what, guys? It's not going to change. Okay, no, it definitely changes. Okay. And then I'm just going to play around with the kick drum. See what it sounds like. Here we go. You know what? I'm going to change the sound of that metronome. Let's just keep it as like a kick drum or something because I really hate that sound. I'm not sure about you guys, but this sound, hate it. Hate it. It's so annoying. And it just gets stuck in your head, that ding, that. It's, nah, not the one. So we're just going to put a kick and a hat and use that as the metronome, I think. Hold on. There we go. So much nicer. Right, now let's focus on getting these kicks right. Okay, so that sounds weird, man. I think I must have done the tempo wrong. Nah, it doesn't work, does it? Listen. It doesn't work at all. Let's just check there's nothing going on in the settings here that's making the timing go off, because it might just be me. Yeah, you know what? I think it was me. This is the thing. It's a lot easier to go, but that's not really that. You know, I want to record the kick separately. So this takes a little bit of time sometimes. So let's just go again, and hopefully we'll get it this time. Let's go. I'm just going to record that kick one more time. It was the right tempo, but I think it just sounded a bit better. Okay, that's wrong again. This is weird. I don't know what's going on. I think it's because the metronome is on 88 rather than 176. So, you know, it just takes a bit longer to get that, because otherwise it'd be easy. Let's just do this again. Let's do it again. Come on. Nope. We'll get this, guys. We'll get this. You know what? I think I might record like a little kick drum, like, no, sorry. I think I might record like a clap or something, like something like that, because it's so much easier when you put everything together rather than just having the kicks. You never hear a drum and bass song just with kicks. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Almost got it, guys. Almost got it. Hang on in there. If you want to, you can obviously just, you know, grab a drink, grab some food. Just wait for me to do my thing, come back, and hopefully we'll have a nice drum pattern going. All right? Do what you want. Do what you want, guys. Or you can just watch me making noise with my mouth, and hopefully we'll get there in a second. All right, let's do this.
All right, I think we've got it. For some reason, it's really, really difficult for me to record at exactly the right tempo. Like I said, it has to be exact. And when the metronome is on 88, which is so slow, and you don't want to. The thing is, you don't want to get this sound, this tempo, in your head, because this is 88. This is like slow, like a little ballad, R&B soul track maybe. This is not drum and bass, so you can't have this in your head. You've got to have double this. Instead of da, da, you've got to have da, 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 da. So yeah, it is kind of difficult, but I think we've got it. That sounds good. Now, obviously, we have got the sound in there, but it was the only way I could do it, really. It was the only way I could do it. So you know what? Let's run with that. What we also want to do to add to our kick drum, we want to add a guitar to bass sound on this, and we're just going to go with our throats. Okay, so it's coming from the throat. It's like an NG sound, like. Okay, and we're going to press the microphone almost to our nose like this. And then when you put the guitar to bass sound, it gives a really nice sub. So you're just putting that sub bass onto the kick drum, which obviously just adds more layer to it. It adds more depth to the kick drum. So let's just do that quickly. Okay, sounding good. Sounding very nice and thick. Okay, let's add to this now. So let's add to these drums. We might as well get the drums finished before we start working on anything else, okay? So I'm basically just gonna add to the snare. It's more of a clap, to be honest. It's more like I guess it's like a filtered clap sound, a very kind of sharp and short kind of, yeah, I'd call it like a filtered clap or something. And it's often used in lots of jump up music, lots of jump up drum and bass. That's kind of predominantly what that sound comes from. Yeah, so let's just layer it up. Maybe add some hats, just a little bit, not too much. Obviously, we don't want to go too crazy. And yeah, see how it goes. Hold on. I didn't tell you guys the settings that we're going to use for this, because I've lost my note card. So bear with me. You know, some people have little note cards to help with revising for their, exams, to help them become a doctor or a lawyer or someone with someone, who, with a real job, let's just say that. I use note cards to work out settings on my loop station. So, don't know what that says about me. Yeah, you can probably guess. Okay. So for the EQ, for the EQ, for the beatbox, the lows are on +5, the low mids are on -4, the high mids are on 1, and the highs are on 5. Okay, and let's just turn the level down. Let's say to 3. I think 3 is good. You might want to turn it down a bit more. See how it goes. Okay. So we're going to add a reverb, I think, as well. Not for all of these sounds, but maybe a couple of them. And let's see what we do. already. Haven't even got a bass line, just those drums. I don't know if we need the hats. I'm trying to work out. What do you guys think? What do you think? Let's bring out the hats. You know what? You know what? You know what, guys? I think we should just keep it like that for now, yeah? Woo! I think we're good. I think we're good with that. Right, I must forget to save. This is I must remember to save. If we lose all that, this will be a pointless video. Pointless little stream, wouldn't it? Okay. Basically, let's just hear what we've got so far. All right, let's just hear what we've got. I might find that I want to redo the intro or something. So we'll have the build up and then into the drop. Okay. All right. I'll tell you what, guys. Let's work on these. Let's work on these roller sounds. Okay. So I actually did a track. I can't remember when it was. It was about October last year. It was a drum and bass jungle track, which I was really pleased with. Actually, it came out really well. And you can find that on my Instagram. So that's the Acid Techno Trance Instagram. I'll put my socials in the description of the video so you can check it out. But I did a drum and bass track, and it had these rollers. It had these really heavy rollers. And that was actually before I got all my kit and stuff so that I could record nice clean audio. So the video is actually just me in a Pirate Studios, and I'm just recording, and the audio you're hearing is just coming out of the speakers in the studio. So if I might recreate that actually. I might do the track again with clean audio, because it's so good. I love that drop. So I'm kind of going for the same kind of thing here, the same sound, the same kind of way it makes you feel. Just want to make you rage, want to make you just rave the night away. Yeah. And the track itself, Rave Alarm. You just have these rollers that basically go. Obviously with better sound quality than that, but it's just those typical like dun 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 dun. Basically just says that. So we're gonna just play around with some effects and things. I don't really have a particular plan at the moment as to how we're gonna make the sounds. It might be all just come from my voice. If I can get the right sound, then I might just kind of create it with my voice and maybe with some dynamics, some reverb. Maybe that's it. Or we might want to add some distortion and stuff to it. But basically right now, I'm just going to play around with using stuff, just using my voice to create that bassy sound, playing around with some effects. Yeah, so, we're just going to have a little mess around. That's basically what we're doing the whole stream. So let's just see how this goes. Okay, we need to make sure we're in the right key, so it doesn't matter if it's not the same key as the song, really. It just matters that it's the same key as this intro, because these are the actual notes.
Yeah, just playing around. Acid techno trance. Woo! You ready for the rollers? Anyway. Anyway. Sorry, just getting my EQ back so you can hear me. Oh, okay. That was interesting, wasn't it? Well, we came up with a massive bass line. Blimey, that was kind of mental. I started just playing the whole track just because I wanted to see how it sounded. And you know what? I think it sounded pretty good. Indeed. I might even record that. So all that was basically it was just whoa, or the growl bass sound with a vocal distortion, and the vocal distortion was just turned up to about 60, and then the tone was turned up to 50, which is the furthest it can go, and that was it. Then we just had bare reverb. And that was it. That was literally it. And then we also changed it up halfway through and used a thing called a ring modulator. But yeah, very simple stuff, guys. Just messing around. Obviously, we haven't got a bass line going on. We've got the rollers, and I might actually just do these rollers live. You know, I think at the end I want to record them. So at the very end of this video, I will do the whole thing. I'll play the whole thing through, and I'll probably put that out onto my Instagram. But we probably want to record those rollers for the end, but for the time being, I think I'm just going to do them live. You know, who knows? I might do them live for the end as well. Who knows? But we really do need a bass line. Now, this is where my little problem comes in with not being able to listen to the song, because I'm using my laptop, I'm using the sound to record, and I'm using my phone, obviously, to record the video. So I've got nothing to use to listen to the sound, because I need to listen to the song, and it's such an easy bass line, but I can't remember how it goes. So you know what? I think we're just gonna have to improvise it. So this started off as like a cover of Rave Alarm, but it's definitely more becoming its own thing, I think, and that it's heavily inspired by Rave Alarm, and probably just the whole kind of family of drum and bass tracks from the past 5 years that have just been proper jump up, those rollers, and it's just ugh. That's the only description I've got for it, to be honest. Just raging filthy bass music, which of course I'm sure a lot of you guys, if you're into the drum and bass scene, if you're into the rave scene in general, I'm sure you're missing it. I certainly am, and I don't even really. I've never been to a proper rave, which is kind of mad because I'm so into all of that music. But yeah, definitely something that I want to start doing when everything starts opening up again. You know, hopefully by the end of June.
goddamn, just be able to go to some mental raves. It'd be jokes. I'm talking about underground stuff as well, guys. Obviously, Jump Up and everything got so big. I think it was like 2017, 2018. It just got massive. Like everyone was just going to raves, and it just became so mainstream. I want to go to those underground raves as well, and that's kind of what the whole of Acid Techno Trance is about, really. Obviously, I do covers of songs and remixes, and at the moment I'm going through a house stage. I want to put out as much house music as possible for the summer of 2021 when everything starts opening up and we can actually go out and see each other. That'd be nice. But the main idea of acid techno trance, obviously acid techno and trance, they're not mainstream genres of music. Like, they are still quite underground. They are still, they're still underground. They're still played in underground clubs. So I want to go to some like underground raves and stuff in like Berlin and places like that. Just, it'd be so sick. It'd be so sick. Anyway, getting sidetracked. Back to the track. So yeah, we need to add a bass line. So something very simple, and it might be similar to the track. Subconsciously, from listening to it might already be in there, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. So we're just gonna play around and see what we can come up with, and then hopefully the rollers for the drop will just go with that bass line. Okay, so what I'm going to do for the bass line is, obviously I'm going to use the guitar to bass, which changes my voice from sounding like this to sounding very low. And then I'm also going to probably add an EQ just to really bring out the low end. And then we're going to use a filter as well to clean out some of the bass, because sometimes the bass just sounds a bit too distorted with only the guitar to bass on. So the filter just makes it sound more like a bass line rather than all these kind of other little distorted sounds coming through the mix. Okay, so let's do this. And you know what? I'm gonna put those massive drums back on, and we'll just keep those drums rolling whilst I'm working on the bass line. You know what? I think that's good. I know it's different from the bass line of Rave Alarm, but it's just one constant note, and then at the end it drops down like that. And I think it just goes with those drums so well. And with the rollers, it's going to be nice. Yeah, I think it'll really go. For something like this, something where you just want to rave, you don't want. I tend to get carried away with my bass lines, so I love like funk and disco and soul and house music, and that's obviously got more melodies for the bass line. So I love creating melodies for the bass line. So I forgot for a second there. This is a drum and bass track, so the bass just needs to be one, and especially when it's jump up, it needs to be one note that's just like continuing the whole way, just sustained. And it just keeps you kind of on that kind of just rolling, basically. That's basically what it is. It's just constant. Yeah. Okay, so I tell you what I might do is maybe add some more to the drums. I think we want the drop to start off just with those drums, but then we want to add to it a little bit. We've also got some inbuilt drum sounds on here, which we could use. I've used them before in the past, especially for drum and bass. But one thing is, we are on the BPM still of 88. It's just the drums I've created, which makes it sound obviously faster. So these drums are going to sound slow, so they probably won't work, but we might as well have a little look. So what have we got? Rock. Yeah, these are definitely not going to work. What else have we got? Let's have a little look. Maybe fusion. Sorry, wrong one. That sounds so trippy. That sounds really trippy. With the beatbox stuff, listen to this. Woo! Woo! I love that. That's actually jokes. Yo, the rhythm is so like everywhere, but it really just makes you want to skank out. Listen to that. Put with the bass line. With the bass line. Let's try some of these other ones. So this might work then. This actually might work. Let's try some of the other ones. This is Fusion 2. I'm not sure if that will work. Let's give it a go anyway. I like that even more because it's actually not too much. The other one was a bit too much in your face, I think. Yeah. This one, those snares only come in at the end of the bar. So I like that better. Let's just try something else. We've got Fusion 3 as another one. Ooh. Let's keep going. We've got some funk ones as well. Try this out. Okay. Obviously that's not... that doesn't fit the drum and bass. I think Fusion fits better with the drum and bass sound. This makes it sound... It's just so much swag though. Listen to this. Listen to the swag. Me walking down the street, just like with this beat on repeat. Listen. Hey. Yeah. Ha. You know me. Ha. Like it's not even drum and bass anymore. That's actually mad. Listen. Yeah, no, the other ones don't work. That Fusion sound though, I think it was Fusion 2. We might add that for like the second part of the drop, I reckon. We might do. We might keep it just with the voice. Yeah, so I'm trying to think what to do next. Let's just go through what we've got. So let's not forget everything, all the different sounds we've got. Let me save this again. Gotta remember to save, guys. Gotta remember to save. In anything you're doing in life, any project you're doing, save that work. You've been working hard. You know you have. You've been working hard. But don't remember to save that project, eh? Save your little project. If you lose that, it's a lot of hard work wasted. There we go. Anyway, so we've got the intro. So we've got some wind and some other sounds. Whoa. In another dimension right now. Okay. We've got the introductory chords. What? What did I just say? The introductory chords, mate. It's the introductory chords. That's what it is. What I might do is I might play around with this filter a bit more. Might change the sound of the filter. But we'll keep it as it is for now. Just showing you all the different parts. Okay. Here come the drums. Yeah. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And the bass line. That's it. Very simple. And maybe this little drum pattern. Maybe. All right. Well, you know what? I think we can actually record those. I think what we do want to do is record the rollers. Forgot what they're called for a second. The rollers, the big bass rollers. Into the last track, and then we can always just add some. And then maybe live I can add a bit more percussion in. So yeah, some more percussion, maybe some hats, things like that to go for the second part of the drop. I'm trying to think what else we need really. There's not a lot else. If we're going by the song anyway, the actual song, Rave Alarm, there's the introduction, there's those sounds that come in around 30 seconds, boom, like 42 seconds in, wham, you're straight into the drop, and the drop takes you to about 2 minutes at least, so it's just playing around with the rollers. So I think for that, we're just going to play around and just have a bit of fun, maybe change the sound a little bit, like I was doing before. And then we're back into those chords again for just a couple of bars. I think it maybe just be 2 bars. I'm not quite sure. It might be 4 bars. Yeah, we'll see what happens. And then we change up the drop a bit. There's a few maybe extra percussion sounds in the drums for the second bit. And then, we just keep those rollers going. Those wow, wow. And just keep it going for about a minute. And then the song pretty much finishes. Okay? So, very, very simple. Very simple stuff. Let's just have a little play around. So what was that I said I was going to do? Rollers. Yes, very important. The actual drop sound. Yeah, so we're just going to play around with that and probably get that recorded. So let's do this. Might as well just start playing the bass line and the drums whilst I work out the settings again. Oh, filthy already. All right. What was that? What happened there? Oh my, what have we done? What have we created? You know what I've done? For the 5th sound, I put the track effects on. So that's the effects for this sound. I've I've accidentally put onto the rollers. And you know what? It doesn't even sound bad. Sounds mental. That sounds mental. That is crazy. Oh my. What? Anyway, we don't really want that. I mean, we can have it a bit later, but we don't want to start off the drop with that. That will probably come a bit later. So, I was not expecting that. And also, I did something weird with the timing there, I think. So, let's record this again and hopefully that won't happen. Jeez. No. What was that? What was that last sound? I knew the moment I recorded that, I was like, oh no, that is not the right sound, Greg. That is not that doesn't sound good. Let's do that again. Okay. Yes. All right, we have got a drop. We've got a drop. Just literally was playing around with those roller sounds and just messing around for quite a while. But I think we've got it there. I think we've got it. Obviously, I want to probably turn up some levels, turn down some levels, make sure everything is mixed nicely. But that's kind of it, guys. That's kind of it. So we've got the intro. We probably want to do you know what? Let's play around with these effects. Let's put the effects back on those rollers and see. Let's just see how it sounds. Yeah, all right, sounding good. Obviously, we've got to clean up a few bits and bobs here and there, but you know what? It sounded pretty good actually. I quite like that result. Obviously, yeah, we need to add some more to the drums. I'm not really sure I like this drum pattern that goes along with the beatbox because it's too slow. It's too slow. So I think we're just going to do our own thing. We'll probably do that live actually. So let me just test out doing that drop with some little live beatboxing hats, things like that. messing around. Messing around. You know what? I'm going to keep messing around. I'm going to keep messing around just for a tiny bit, and then we're going to run through the song a couple of times, and then I'll show you the finished result. But let me just mess around, because I do love my messing around. Let's see how messed up we can make this sound. Oh my god, that's so heavy. I always forget when I turn it off and then put it back on. It's so heavy. So heavy. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I hope you're not just like sat in your chairs like, oh my god, what am I watching? Like, is this guy okay? I mean, you know, I'm not okay. Making this sort of music. It's pretty mental, you know. Nah, I love it. I love it. Obviously, if you're kind of more into country folk music, you're probably not going to be watching this in the first place, are you? So, those of you who are here for the rage, for the rave, to have a sick time, then, you know, thank you. And I hope you enjoy this filthy music. Okay, right. So we have all the parts basically. Yeah, we have pretty much all the parts. What we really need to do now is just work out how we're going to fit it all together. So how is it going to build up, and how is it going to go into the drop? How is it going to go back into the melody, and then back into the build up, back into the drop? How's it going to end? Those sort of things. So, and also, I think I might do some of those rollers just with my mouth as well, and do them live as well. Because why not? You know, let's have a bit of fun, guys. Let's have a little bit of fun. Oh yes, I said also I might change the filter of the intro. I might do that now actually. So let's remember all of the. Hold on, let me save. That is the quote of the day, the quote of the video anyway. Let me just save. That is the quote. Very important. Save your projects. I'm going to say it again, guys. Save your work. Very, very important. Okay, let's just work out this intro. I like that. That sounds quite cool. Change the step rate as well. See what works. Quite like it like that. Turn the resonance up, maybe. Not much. Changing the depth of the filter. Let's bring it to about 70. Yeah. Okay. I think that's it. Let's just run with what we've got. Okay. See what happens. Let's see what happens. I also kind of want to add a different sound, a sound which is actually in the original, but I can't really remember the exact note. And because we can't check, I'm just going to make it up. So for this sound, it's probably the last sound we're going to create before we start running through it and finishing up. We're going to need, so we'll just keep the dynamics on. We're going to need a thing called a pitch bend. So let me find that. Where is it? Whoa. Okay, so that's the sound it makes, and it just basically makes notes with your voice as long as the setting is on the right thing. So. And if you make a kick drum sound, so that's, and you play it with the effect, it makes that sound. Pretty cool. So we're going to add some reverb. Drop. Still had the effect on. Okay, that's it, guys. That's it. We've done it. We've created the track. We've created a filthy little rave track based on the track Rave Alarm by the King of the Rollers. Mental. Brilliant. That's brilliant. I'm pretty happy with the result. Yeah, just a nice filthy rave track. So we're going to run through it one more time. Hopefully one time should be enough just to get it completely done. But yeah, thanks guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. This has been a really fun video to make, actually. I'm going to carry on doing these as much as I can. I'm also hoping to start getting on Twitch and really just doing live streams, creating stuff live, just like we've done today, but also playing out some of my old stuff maybe. And yeah, just kind of seeing what works with people, seeing what people like, maybe get people to comment what sort of genre of music they want me to make, and then I create it in live time. Only problem is I can't currently stream on Twitch. In fact, I can't currently stream at all because I think my laptop is too old and too rubbish, basically. Meaning that the latency is terrible. Like, it's really, really bad. Apparently, I went live the other day and my mate said that apparently it was just freezing. Like, it wasn't even, no, it was completely frozen. It was stuck on a picture. It didn't move at all. So that's obviously no good for streaming. Nice bit of aesthetic there. So hopefully I'm going to get that sorted soon. And then, yeah, it means we can do this a hell of a lot more. But this has been really fun, guys. Thanks very much for tuning in. New videos every Sunday, so please make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Obviously, I'm also going to be putting out music videos, little sketches here and there, loads of things. Yeah, so I'm always around. Also, check out my socials. They'll be down in the description box. Check out my Instagram. That's where I put all the stuff I'm working on, all of my music. And yeah, have a great week. And don't forget, guys, save your projects. And also, let's just rave. Just have a rave. Whenever you feel stressed or anxious, have a little rave. Even if it's to yourself in your room, put on some music and just have a little rave. That's the way, guys. Okay, alright. In a bit. Let's play this.